Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what people say after seeing you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the crystal Peacock Ore. For pile number 2, we have blue Apatite. And for pile number 3, we have orange Calcite. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Peacock Ore crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what people say about you after seeing you. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So your card is the Lover. We're going to use a mixture of tarot and oracle cards for this reading today. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So Spirit Guides of pile number 1. Spirit Guides of pile number 1. What do people say after seeing pile number 1? We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the Magician. Okay, so I do see a lot of people saying that they do like you after seeing you. Like, they like your personality, they like your vibe. However, there are a few people that don't necessarily trust you. So, for example, let's say you see, a group of people, and most of them, after you leave, say that, they really like you, they like your personality, they think you're very generous with the 6 of Pentacles. They really want to create a connection with you with the 9 of Cups, the Magician, because this is about like wanting to create a connection with the Magician, and 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment energy. So a lot of people like want a connection to you after seeing you, but then some people will say that, they don't fully trust you because it seems like you're just being generous. How do I explain this energy? When somebody gives not because they want to give, but because they want to manipulate a person, some people see it as like, oh, you're being too nice to me, so you must have an ulterior motive. Which I don't agree with. Yes, sometimes that can happen, where somebody love bombs you or is too nice out of ulterior motive, out of wanting something out of that person. But I think these people are kind of just paranoid, whoever this is, because I really feel like a lot of people do like you, but then these people kind of just like take it the wrong way. And yeah, I don't know. They see your generosity as like it's not really real. It's just fake. Like you just want something from me, which I don't get, but it's coming through here. But if I had to move on from that and tell you what else I see here is, I see a lot of people speaking about your love life after seeing you. So whether you are in a relationship or not, people speak about that. People speak about your love life. Maybe even some people will say they have a crush on you after you leave, or a lot of people just want to form relationships to you with the Lovers and the Magician. People often talk about the fact that you're somebody that, achieves a lot for yourself, or you seem like you could achieve a lot for yourself when it comes to your dreams and your goals. And people also often say that, you put in a lot of effort into your relationships, into, like sharing with people you love. So let's say you and your friend go out on a coffee date. It's like you'd put in a lot of effort into talking to them, into, kind of keeping the conversation going, seeing them, whatever it is. It's like you put a lot of effort into your relationships. Maybe even sometimes you'll pay for those closest to you. if they don't have money, you know? So there's this kind of generosity you have that people praise after seeing you. Okay, so some people say after seeing you that, you know, you're very inspiring, your story is very inspiring. I see that you've overcome a lot of struggles within your life. And a lot of people say that you're very strong and resilient and you've overcome a lot, but then you also strive towards your achievements, towards your goals, your dreams, and you don't give up on the things you want. You really go for it and you dream big and you use your imagination to manifest the life you want. Maybe you're really big on manifestation and thinking positively instead of negatively about the things you want in life. And so I see a lot of people just finding you quite inspirational for the things you've achieved or the things you've done, the goals you've reached. And I see people talking about it and saying, like, how did this person get to this point where, you know, they fully believe that they can do this, where they think positively about this. So that's kind of the feeling I get here. However, some people that don't trust you will say that they think, okay, this is just them saying it, don't shoot the messenger. It's what I'm seeing here. If you don't want to hear it, you can skip over a few seconds. So I see them basically saying that you seem to be like a manipulative person that just tries to get what you want out of a situation. Um, so I don't think that's true, but someone is saying that about you. Really weird. I don't get it. I don't get why whoever this is isn't trusting you because you seem really genuine as I'm in your energy. Like when you give to people or when you know, like are putting in a lot of effort into having a conversation with someone, even if they're a stranger, it's like you want to make them feel comfortable, but then someone's taking it the wrong way and just seeing it as like, oh, you want to get something out of me. Okay. I will also say that some people are jealous of the things you have, where they perceive it as you have the things they want, whether it be, you know, your own happiness and joy, where you are in your career, your love life, whatever it is, someone perceives it as you have what they want, and it's 11:11 on the clock, so confirmation, and it's just not fair. And I'm hearing they're not all that. Like, it's just not fair that they have this thing when I should have it. So I see like an entitled energy of someone speaking like that about you, where it's like, it's not fair that you have these things, but they don't. So I don't know who that is, but yeah, that's what I see. People often say after seeing you, you're such a great decision maker. You know, you make very good decisions for your life, and they can see the way your life has turned out, you know, how good of decisions you've made, if that makes sense. I am seeing an art easel, so someone here could be creative, or people could talk about your art or your creative ideas. Something about that is coming through in terms of what people say after seeing you, or they could just say, you know, maybe your style is very creative. There's something about creativity showing up. I'm kind of seeing you in the limelight and I'm seeing cherries. So I feel like whenever you're in a room with people, it's like the limelight is on you, the attention is on you, which may also be why certain people are jealous of you. Um, and don't trust you because everybody likes you, everybody admires you, most people do. So maybe that's where the bitterness comes from, but people perceive it as like, you know, all eyes are on you, all the attention is on you, in a good way. It's like you shine in your own way, and I'm seeing cherries, so this represents a sexiness because cherries relate to sensuality. So a lot of people after seeing you say that you're so sexy. They talk about your hotness, your look, what they like about your look. Okay, that's what I see. Some people do say that, you know, they want to ask you out on a date or tell you that they like you in more of a romantic or sexual way, whatever it is, but sometimes they're scared that you won't like them back. Regardless of if you are in a relationship or not, I just see that being spoken about after you see them. But I often feel like people speak about you in group settings more so, And sometimes they'll speak about you maybe to their partner or something, or their closest friends, but I feel like often it will be in group settings. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracle cards. People also often say that you're very helpful when a person is in need of help. So I'm seeing a situation, for example, this example doesn't have to resonate, but it's what Spirit's showing me as an example. Let's say your friend has a flat tire and it's kind of like you're calling somebody to help them with their flat tire if you obviously don't know how to change a tire. But it's kind of giving you that vibe of like, whenever you're in need, I'll help you. So I am seeing that. Also, maybe at work, like people say that you're very helpful. Okay, next we have the root chakra in the reverse with hematite and culmination. We have Alresia star in the reverse with super 7 and direction. We have the water element in the reverse with aquamarine and intuition. We have the air element in reverse with adaptability and lace agate. And we have peach selenite with universal chakra and insight. I'm also seeing someone has spoken about the fact that you helped them within their love life. Like maybe you gave them really great advice that allowed them to see a situation clearly that they were not seeing before. With intuition reverse, maybe they didn't know what to do in the situation, and direction reverse. So yeah, when people don't know what decision to make, it's like they kind of come to you and you help them see things clearer. Not how you're making a decision for them. Well, you're not making a decision for them, that's what I want to say, but you're kind of helping them see things clearer in a situation where they don't see things clearly and they don't know what to do, where they feel confused, where they don't know what decision to make, what direction to go into. And I guess you kind of just help them reach their own conclusion of what's best for them. So I do see some people praising the way you've helped them or the advice you've given them that really helped them in situations where they didn't know what to do. I think you've also helped certain people see not to doubt their intuition when they're having a gut feeling about someone or something that is not right, not to doubt that intuitive feeling they have. And usually, when you say that to people, it ends up being right. Maybe you've also helped people in their relationships, or help people stop fighting, or mediate something, or just help them fix certain problems within their connection. I do see that as well. And people are talking about it after seeing you. So the people you've helped, they basically like praise you behind your back after seeing you and saying, like, pile number 1 helped me so much with this situation. You know, I was fighting with this person and they helped me kind of mend things with this person. Or another person that's outside the situation will say, oh, I saw pile number 1 help this person. That was so, generous of them. They didn't have to do it, but they did. So I can see that person really cares about their friend or this person. Yeah, whatever it is. So I'm seeing something like that. So what people say after seeing you, I see that they say that, you don't just change and switch things up when it comes to your goals or the things you want. When you have a plan in place and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, even when there are setbacks involved, you still don't give up on the original plan and change the original plan to suit what the situation is right now. And with adaptability in reverse, it's not like we're not adapting to changes, but it's like, if I have this wish or this dream and a setback is here, I'm not just going to give up all of a sudden. That's kind of the energy I see with this card in the reverse. So you're not just going with the flow, you have a plan in place and you're sticking to that plan. And that's kind of what I see with that card. So people, after seeing you, they say that, you're so disciplined when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your plans, your goals, and you follow through on the things you plan about. Like, you're not just dreaming big and wishing and daydreaming, like you're actually taking action and planning and following through even when there are setbacks involved. You don't let it hold you back, because something about your intuition is telling you this is what you're meant to be doing and going towards. And the other people around you support that for you. They're happy for you. So I'd say that's really a good thing, when you have people around you that support your dreams, support your goals, the things you want to do. And I see a lot of people calling you quite powerful in that sense with your determination and your planning skills. Even if you yourself don't feel like I'm not good at it, but there's something about people praising that about you. People say after seeing you that you're a very empathetic person, but when it comes to situations that need tough love, you will give tough love. So say for example, a friend is crying about a man that keeps cheating on her. You're not gonna keep, how do I say this in a way that sounds better? Not that you're not gonna keep being nice about the situation, but if she keeps going back to him and he keeps cheating, like obviously she needs to know the truth that like she shouldn't go back. So in that case, you're going to be giving tough love. So you know when to give tough love, and you know when to be compassionate to a person. And that's what people say after seeing you. And people that have had your tough love didn't understand it in the moment. They were like, why is this person being so harsh? But after they kind of got out of that fog of being in that situation, they understood why you gave them tough love. And they're glad that you did. So that's what I see in terms of what people say after seeing you. I also see that you have loyal relationships around you, where if somebody tries to gossip about you in a negative light or say something about you in a negative light, I do see the people that you love coming to your defense, or just people that love you and admire you coming to your defense, even if you're not friends with them or close to them. I do see it's kind of like a lot of people like you, so if someone does try to speak about you negatively, it quickly gets shut down. And often people will say after seeing you that you're a person that doesn't like drama, doesn't like any of that. So you kind of just want peace in your relationships. You don't like drama, you don't like being around negativity and all of that. So that's something people heavily admire about you. So that's what I see. And that's what they say about you. You have this way of making people feel safe whenever they're in a chaotic or unsafe situation, helping them kind of ground and calm their mind. So you're like that peace whenever there's a chaotic situation, and you know how to calm other people down. But also, when people are stressed out or worried about something, you just know the right words to say to them to get them to calm down, to get them to chill out, and like nothing's gonna go wrong, everything's gonna be okay. Like, I kind of see you being that supportive friend or lover that just kind of helps people feel okay in situations where they're not okay. And when somebody's really going through something emotionally, I see that you're always there for them. You always offer a listening ear, maybe advice if they need it. So people often just have positive words to say about you. I think it's just jealous people that have negative things to say, and people that maybe misread your intention. So, yeah, this is what people say after seeing you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this blue apatite crystal and the Page of Cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what people say after seeing you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So if you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards. We're going to use a mixture of tarot and oracle cards. So I'm seeing a vision of something I've seen before on social media, and I think it was Tyler the Creator, but I could be wrong. But somebody is basically talking to the camera, and it's like, I don't like any of you. Um, so I'm getting a situation where, let's say you're being quiet in a situation full of a group of people, and people will often be like, "Oh, why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet? Are you shy?" Like, and then maybe they'll say that after seeing you, like, this person seems so quiet and shy, but then I'm getting maybe your personality is like, you're kind of quiet around people you don't like, where you don't really interact with them. You're not fake, where you try to be all buddy buddy or besties with people you don't like. You know what I mean? So you're kind of just civil and neutral with them, but you're not engaging with them. And so I see some of them saying that you're so shy, so quiet, but then I see maybe someone saying, I don't think this person likes me. Okay. Spirit guides of pile number 2. Spirit guides of pile number 2. What do people say after seeing them? We have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the Empress. At the back of the deck, you do have the 3 of Cups reversed. I do also think that with that quiet message, I think you're able to notice when a person's being fake towards you. So what I'm picking up on here is, with some people, and I'm sure the woman watching, you'll understand, because I don't know if you really get this with men, but as a woman, I've seen this with other women sometimes, not all women, but some women. Um, you know how some women are kind of like, you can see they don't like you, where maybe you've even heard them talk shit about you behind your back, excuse my language, or you can just see in her eyes that she doesn't like you, and she has a little bit of passive aggressiveness towards you, but then she tries to act like she's besties with you, that type of energy of like, I know you don't really like me, but you're trying to act like you love me. What is that about? So I feel like you're in that situation sometimes with people like that, and then you're kind of quiet around them. You don't reciprocate that energy back to them because you're not fake. You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't like me, just say it to my face. I kind of see you being in that energy, okay? And then I see these fake people kind of like making themselves a victim in the situation. Like, why is that person being so like standoffish towards me? Like, why are they being so quiet around me? I didn't do anything to them. Like, I don't get why they don't like me. I'm so friendly and kind to them. Meanwhile, you can see their true colors, and that's why you're not entertaining them, because you know it's fake. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Maybe you've had a lot of frenemies in your life with the 3 of Cups reversed at the back of the deck. That I take as a card of frenemies, fake friends, friends that pretend to be a friend but are secretly a hater. And I feel like you do have a lot of people like that talking behind your back and saying nasty things about you. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but that's what Spirit's telling me. Maybe for some of you, you're not friends with these people anymore, but like, these are ex-friends that keep talking about you, even though you're not in their life anymore, even though you're not talking about them. So I'm seeing an energy like that. I keep hearing in my mind, you're fake, just say you're fake. So they're not saying to you, you're fake, but in your mind, you're like, you're fake, just say you're fake and get it over and done with. Like, why are you trying to act friendly with me? But then I know you gossip behind my back. I know you. It's kind of like that energy I feel. Okay, so I'm hearing the word combative. What does that mean? Sometimes I hear words from Spirit, but I don't know what it means, but I've heard it before. Let's just see. Okay, so it means ready or eager to fight or argue. So I guess those fake people maybe are ready to fight you, say something like that about you, or say that you're ready to fight them. But I think it's more likely that they want to fight you or argue with you. especially when they're drunk or on something, because I'm seeing something about a group of people sitting together, drinking, and you know, when you're drinking, you get brave to say something, and then if they're already gossiping about you in that kind of setting, they're getting all riled up even though you're not there, right? So I'm kind of seeing the setting in my mind's eye. And then I kind of see them being like, oh, I want to fight. Like, I should just text them right now and tell them all these things about them. Like, I kind of see that energy. But then I kind of feel like they're a little bit cowardly because they say that in the moment about you behind your back. But if they were right in front of you, in front of your face, I don't feel like they would really fight you. So I feel like it's all just an act they're putting on when they're around their friends. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I'm gonna move on from that energy because I don't like it, but it's the first thing I saw in the card. Okay, so along with our message, I see other people saying that you're not fake. When you like somebody, you'll be very chatty with them. But if you don't like somebody, you keep it civil. You're not gonna be mean or rude to them, but you keep it civil and lighthearted and friendly, but you don't necessarily entertain conversations with people, unlike some people. So they're implying, unlike some people, like these people, the fake people, so that perhaps some people know about this situation, but they're not friends with those people, and they're like, you're not fake like some people. Do you get what I mean? So I see something about people saying you're real, you keep it real. With the Empress here, people often say that you have a very good heart. These are people that you're close with, that you're very nurturing, you're very gentle and kind. You're always kind to the people you love. And that's kind of what I see here with the Empress as well. There's a lot of beauty here, regardless of your gender. So a lot of people could say you're beautiful or handsome because it is a card of Venus. Venus is a planet of beauty and love. So I feel like often people call you very beautiful. Even with the mermaid here, you could be seen as alluring to others, or there's just something quite magnetic and sexy about you that people say after seeing you. Okay, there's something about your hair people talk about, the way it looks when it's blowing in the wind, or the way it looks like when it's wet. People really like your hair and they really like the way you dress. But there's something about the way you dress where it's like quality over quantity, and you kind of stick to your own style where it's very you, if that makes sense, but also very trendy at the same time and chic. And some of you people call you sophisticated and elegant, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that people say you're a big softie at heart. And I see a lot of Cancer energy within this pile, or lunar energy within this pile, or just like Pisces or water energy in general. And there's just something about you having a sensitive side to you that only the closest people get to see. When people speak about you and they know you really well, they speak about you really in depthly. They go into depth about, how they feel about you, the moments you've had together, the memories you've had that make them smile and laugh. They speak about how you and them are always having deep conversations, how you two just get each other. And I do feel like your friends or people closest to you often are the people that speak about you, um, like in this very deep way, if that makes sense, where they're mentioning a lot of details about your friendship or your relationship and the way they feel about you, and kind of just speaking about you in that very lovey-dovey way. Okay. But I don't feel they're the people that speak about you the most. The fake people are the ones that speak about you the most. And then I'd say the people that love you speak about you second, because I wanted to say they speak about you the most, but Spirit is actually saying the fake people speak about you the most. So I kind of had to correct myself there, but I feel like it's because the fake people are so obsessed with you that you're all they speak about, which is kind of sad, but that's what I'm seeing. There's something about you loving pets, loving animals. Maybe you have a dog of your own, because I'm just seeing a dog clairvoyantly, like one of those cute small little dogs. I don't know what breed it is, but let me actually find the breed. Maybe somebody has this breed dog. I'm just gonna look on Google quickly. I think it's called a Maltipoo or something like that, but I'm seeing small dogs like that that are kind of look like that. But regardless of it, there's just something about people speaking about your pets, or maybe when you go to a party or like someone's house, you're always greeting their pet. Maybe you love pets. There's just something about that showing through. I also hear the word affectionate. So people speak about you, especially like your friends or the people you love, speak about you being very affectionate and loving. People also speak about you being very smart, but you're also easily able to detect red flags within people. I feel like you're very intuitive, but people don't use the word intuitive. They more so say that you are a good judge of character, where they trust your opinions about people because your opinions about people, usually, like in your first impression of a person, is usually correct, even if they don't see it at first. People call you very photogenic after seeing you, so I see them kind of like looking at your social media or looking at photos of you and saying you're very photogenic. What is the Ten of Pentacles reversed here, Spirit? Okay, so I'm seeing for some of you, maybe you grew up with not a lot of money or stability financially, but I'm seeing something about that, like maybe you didn't grow up with everything you needed or everything you wanted, but maybe you had a family that was full of love. And I see that maybe those things aren't so important to you, but I think you would like to have the things you need, if that makes sense. Like you would like more um kind of freedom when it comes to your finances, where you have everything you need and you're comfortable. So it's not that you're materialistic, it doesn't really matter too much to you, but you would like to be comfortable, and what really matters to you is your relationships. And that's what people say after seeing you. I'm also seeing something about being non traditional, or kind of like being someone that's not so conservative, like you don't have conservative beliefs or opinions. You're more so going with the flow of what people believe today. I hope that makes sense. I don't know what that means, that's just what I'm hearing, but there's also something about you being very protective over those you love. And I see some of you may not want kids at all. Like you just want your pet babies. That's all. Or you just want to focus on your career or yourself or something like that. I also see here with the Seven of Wands reverse that I'm hearing you don't really have anything to hide. You're an open book. And if someone wanted to come at you saying something about you or accusing something about you, you would have all the receipts, all the proof, and it's like you just don't have anything to hide, but you're also not looking for that drama, but somehow it always finds you. Because I'm actually getting that you're a very peaceful person, but somehow you always find yourself surrounded by people that like drama. Not that you're close to them, but you just find yourself in those situations. So now let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards. And along with that thing I said of drama, I feel like you've had lots of situations where you weren't looking for any drama with anybody, but then someone comes at you, and then once you stand up for yourself, they act like the victim. Because I'm seeing Wednesday Addams, the cartoon version of her, with that other, no, it's not the cartoon version of her, with that other blonde girl, in one of the movies or something. I don't remember which one it was. And I'm seeing the blonde girl come up to her and slap her, and then maybe she slaps the blonde girl back. And then the blonde girl starts crying and acting like she slapped her first, but she actually went up to her and started the fight. So I'm just seeing that as a metaphor to describe that you somehow find yourself in situations where someone starts something with you, but they're not able to finish it. And then you stand up for yourself and then they cry and make themselves the victim. Like, oh, why did this happen to me? Why did they do this to me? That's really weird, but I'm seeing it. So people speak about that. And the thing is, people are not dumb. They can see that the other person was the one to start it. Like, don't go starting things you can't finish. And I see that some people will say that you're quite intimidating, like they wouldn't mess with you because they've seen you stand up for yourself. We have spirit cords with Chiron and healing. So maybe people speak about your healing journey after seeing you. What do they speak about this spirit? Your past, like the things that maybe caused you to have more boundaries, since we have South Node at the back of the deck with boundaries. Like maybe you found yourself in a lot of situations where you let people walk all over you and you had to heal from that, or you kind of just were in situations where people were treating you badly, but you didn't stand up for yourself, and now you learned to stand up for yourself through that. So I guess people are really glad about this change with you. With Etman Star in the reverse, Red Jasper and Conviction, maybe in the past, like you kind of let people get away with things because maybe you didn't want to stand up for yourself, or you were afraid to, or you just thought that maybe if I stand up for myself, I'll look like the wrong one in the situation. But people are really glad that you're not just letting people get away with things anymore, because you're kind of showing them a mirror of who they are. So I feel like when people speak about you, this is maybe not how they say it in words, but I see you showing a mirror of who they are. So if they're going to come up to you and be kind to you out of a place of genuinity, you're going to be kind back and civil back. But if they're going to come to you and, show you nastiness, then you're going to mirror that back to them. And I feel like that's what people say about you, but I don't think they use that exact wording. I don't know how they say it exactly. Okay, we have Crown Chakra with Moonstone in the reverse with Transcendence. And we have Pluto with Black Tourmaline in the reverse with Regeneration. And one last card. Oh, we actually have this card. Labradorite, South Node, and Boundaries. So I think with Boundaries opposite the Empress, this is talking about you gaining more self-love, realizing your worth, not letting people come around you that don't treat you right. Like, you know what you're deserving of. You know what you bring to the table. People are saying after seeing you that, you've changed your whole self perspective, the way you view yourself. There's definitely been this change within you where you are more confident within yourself, where you know your worth. So there's been this huge shift in your energy based on you healing whatever it is you went through, and based on you healing something to do with the self-worth. And I feel with Pluto here, it was kind of like a forced transformation. Since it's in reverse, I see it as a forced transformation where maybe you didn't intend to heal something or to go through this transformation, but it's kind of like the universe forced you to do it, because maybe you were put in a lot of situations with people that you weren't protecting yourself from, in terms of speaking up for yourself. And maybe it's kind of like the universe forced you to kind of shift and change because maybe it was just not good for you, not standing up for yourself and keeping people around you like that. And I do think for some of you, these ex-friends or people from your past that kind of gossip about you are really uptight because you set a boundary with them, because you stood up for yourself and they expected you to just allow their treatment. And because you didn't, that's really the reason why they're mad. But I'm hearing in Streck's voice, when he says to Donkey, and stay out, but I'm hearing it like, and stay mad. So maybe there's something sassy about you, because I even find like I'm talking like in a very sassy way as I speak to you. So yeah, there's kind of like that energy people speak about, like your sassiness, how they wouldn't want to mess with you. People also say you're a deep thinker, a very philosophical thinker. Maybe they speak about you being into spirituality, and very open-minded to certain concepts like past lives, things like that. I think in the past, maybe you struggled to trust your own intuition. Maybe your intuition was telling you to do certain things or telling you about certain things with people, but you just didn't trust it yet. And I feel like now there's this change where you are starting to trust what your gut feelings are telling you, where you are starting to trust your intuition more and kind of follow it, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. And maybe that's also why people say that you're a good judge of character, because maybe they don't know it's intuition with crown chakra in reverse, but they kind of just think you kind of just see things very quickly, but they don't kind of mentally think of intuition, if that makes sense. But I think you're intuitive. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my polymer threes. If you chose this orange calcite crystal and the Hierophant card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what people say after seeing you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So we're going to use a mixture of tarot and oracle cards. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So spirit guides of pile number 3, spirit guides of pile number 3, what do people say after seeing them? What do people say after seeing them? We have the Three of Cups reversed. You may want to watch pile number 2 if you were drawn, because this came up for them. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I'd say a lot of people do respect you, pile number 3. Well, most people do. Most people respect you and speak about you in this respectful way. They speak about you from this place where they kind of highly admire you, is what I'm hearing. They see you as very smart and wise, and whenever they need advice on something, they'll come to you, whether it be business advice, because I feel like you're book smart, or you just give very good business advice. Maybe you know how to make money, or even just to do with day-to-day things like maybe problem solving. Maybe you're very good at problem solving. I see something about that, and people highly trust your advice. Also, with the High Priestess at the back of the deck, you're not just book smart, but your intuition does tell you what to say to people in those moments. It's kind of like the divine speaks through you. What I'm seeing from Spirit is you're kind of like a messenger to certain people when they need it the most. Maybe you use your own knowledge or your own logic, but then at the same time, I feel their ancestors, their angels, kind of speaking to them through you, where you give them the message they need to hear in that moment, even if you aren't considering yourself intuitive or don't consider yourself a tarot reader or anything like that. And even if you don't necessarily believe in spirituality, there's just something about you being that messenger to others. People call you a truth teller. Like, you're always going to be telling the truth. And I feel like some people don't like it when you tell them that truth. some people appreciate it because they want the truth. They want like honest advice, but then some people don't like it. So say for example, Spirit is showing me an example of someone comes up to you with a business idea and they're like, how do I put this into place? And you give them the honest advice, the honest truth. Like, it's probably going to take years to build this business up. It's not like you're putting them down, but you're telling them the truth. It does take years to bring a business up, to create a successful business, but maybe they don't want to spend years doing it. They want it to be up and running in 2 months. You know what I mean? So they have unrealistic expectations about the thing that they're working on. And since you're telling them the truth, they don't want to hear that truth. So now they want to go to somebody else. And then they're like, oh, that person is jealous. They're not supporting me, blah, 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 blah. But it's not even that. You're just being honest. So I will say keep being honest. The right people will appreciate it, but some people just want to hear what they want to hear, and we can't necessarily force them to accept what we consider the truth. Okay, so what else do people say? Okay, so as I'm in your energy, I'm feeling a pain in my left foot. And I don't know if someone here has a literal pain in their foot, like maybe you have had an injury to your foot, or maybe your feet are just sore because maybe you walk around a lot, or maybe when you work, you're standing all day, or if it's just a spiritual message. But if it's a spiritual message, the feet kind of relate to our sense of groundedness, but they're also the steps we take in the world. So the left side is our spiritual, more feminine side, our emotions, our intuition. And I think the right side is our physical side, our masculine side. So the action we take, things like that. And I think what Spirit is telling me here is, I think you don't take a physical step towards something unless you feel in your gut feeling that you should do it. So I feel like your intuition is always guiding you to the steps you want to make in life. And you are pursuing more stability within your life when it comes to your finances, you just having everything in order in your life. And maybe you have had some struggles and challenges around that in the past, but you're determined to pursue stability of your own, to pursue, I want to say, your dream life, or just the financial state you want in life. Because again, I feel like you're very business-minded people, and people speak about that when they kind of, after seeing you, so they kind of say, I don't think they say it in my wording, but they say that maybe you don't just use your logic, you also trust your gut feelings when it comes to situations, decisions you want to make when it comes to your career, business, whatever it is. It's like you also follow your gut. You don't just think about, oh, this looks good on paper, but you also follow your gut. And Spirit is bringing me to an example I saw online where somebody was like, a job offer looked good on paper, but I didn't take it because my intuition was telling me something was off. And months later, they filed for bankruptcy. So, she saved herself from that situation. So Spirit is kind of showing me that as an example where, even if something looks good on paper, you still trust your gut. And that's gotten you out of a lot of tough situations, I want to say. People speak about your home being very beautiful, or your apartment, wherever you live. They speak about the way your home looks, the furniture, things like that. And it's not just your home looking good, but I feel like it's the way you've decorated your home. That looks very good. Like everything looks like it's in the perfect spot, I want to say. But also, your home looks very clean and tidy and spotless. And there's something about collecting certain things, collecting items, for someone here. I don't think that will resonate with everybody, but maybe you have some kind of like hobby you like to collect things with, if that makes sense. I also see here something about, okay, don't take this message personally, but there is someone in your life or someone you know is trying to find information on you. And it seems like they can't find any information on you. So I don't know what this person's motive or intention is, but I can tell you it's not good because this person is suspicious of you and trying to find dirt on you because they are a hater. I feel like you do have some haters that speak about you, and it's like they're mad because they can't find any information on you. So maybe they say that, like, they try to find dirt on you, but they can't. It seems like you've done nothing wrong. So I do feel like along with that message, a lot of people say that you're very private. And I feel like you do have good morals and ethics where even if people wanted to, talk about you in negative ways, they wouldn't really have anything to say about you because you're not doing anything wrong. All they'd have to say is maybe how you struggled in the past or the challenges that you had in the past, but that's literally it. So I feel like I don't know why these people, these haters, whoever they are trying to find dirt on you, but I feel like I'm hearing the word smear campaign. They're trying to like speak badly about you to others and have others change the way they see you because I feel like you have a very good reputation. So if they just started speaking about you in negative ways, people wouldn't believe them unless they showed proof or receipts. So, um, yeah, I don't know who these people are, but this is just what I'm picking up on. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards. And I'm hearing like conspiracy theory music in my mind. So it's like I don't know what their deal is. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 3. What do people say after seeing them? We have turquoise with the earth element and perseverance. So I feel like you're trying to build something for yourself that is going to last, that is going to be stable when it comes to your career, when it comes to your life, your goals, and you're really persevering towards where you want to build to. And you know that Rome wasn't built in a day, so you're very patient when it comes to your endeavors. You continue building towards your success, towards your future, and you persevere. You don't give up. You're very determined to pursue your goals. And I think that's a really great trait that you have that people speak highly of. We have tangerine quartz with solar plexus chakra and Shakti. So what Spirit is saying is those haters are clearly very insecure. There's something about you carrying yourself with the sense of security within yourself. Like you're secure within yourself and they don't like that because they're very insecure. But I also am seeing the justice scale. So I feel like you do have high morals, and people say that about you. Like you'd never do anything that goes against your morals. You'd never step on somebody to get to the top. You have ethics when it comes to your work. So I feel like that's also the reason why people do respect you. And I just saw the angel number 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're always taking baby steps towards your growth. You're always trying to improve and grow as a person, and grow within your endeavors or your goals. So it's not like you're staying stagnant in one place. You're always making moves. You're always going to the next level. And you're a hardworking person, and that's what people say about you after seeing you. We have lapis lazuli with third eye chakra and consciousness. So these people that are suspicious of you, these haters, they think that they see something about you that is behind the scenes, but they're not really, because it's opposite the 5 of Pentacles. So they don't have any proof. They think they're, how do I explain this in words? Okay, so Spirit is telling me that they're projecting because it's like they think they see something within you that is dark, but it's not really true. It's like they're kind of just projecting their own things onto you. It's Spirit is using an example of, when somebody cheats and then they accuse the person they're dating of cheating, but they're really the one that's cheating and the person they're accusing is loyal. I'm seeing an energy like that as an example where it's like these people have their own inner things and they're kind of just projecting it onto you and they think that they're right, but they're not. Okay, I don't know why this energy keeps coming up, but it's weird. We have Larimar with Neptune and perspective. And we have 222 here. That could be a significant angel number for you. And we have Emerald with Mercury in the reverse and cognizance. I feel like when it comes to your goals and your endeavors, you kind of keep it to yourself until you've accomplished something. And I feel like it's not just because of jealousy, but I feel like you're also smart. Like, you wouldn't tell somebody an idea you have because maybe you've had moments where it's been stolen from you, or you've heard stories like that. So you're smart. You don't tell people your ideas until you followed it through because you don't know who's secretly a snake, trying to steal your ideas. And maybe you've had that before, like people trying to steal your work or your ideas. But regardless, it's like people are saying you're smart for being private until you achieve or accomplish something. But you also don't speak about your struggles. Like, how do I explain this energy, Spirit? Like, you're not really one to complain about the things you're going through or your struggles or problems in life because, like I said, you're a really good problem solver. So you try to solve your problems instead of complain about it because maybe you view it as a waste of time or waste of energy. And maybe you're just really smart and wise where life always has its challenges, but are we going to let that stop us? Are we going to let it bring us down? So I feel like you have this very strong-minded energy of like not letting little things bring you down or ruin your day because it happens. It happens to all of us. Um, so it's not coming through as like I'm sad about this and ignoring my feelings, but it's more so coming through of I'm not letting these little things affect me or affect my mood or affect my day because everybody goes through challenges in life and that's just what it is. Okay, so I feel like people speak about you like that where you kind of give them a different perspective. And they like it because maybe they notice themselves and how they complain a lot and waste so much time and energy complaining when that energy they use complaining can actually be used on thinking about the problem they have and trying to solve it, trying to look at it in different perspectives, like what am I learning from this? So I feel like maybe people speak about you like that where it's like you give them a different perspective on something they struggle with too. Okay. People often say that you're a breath of fresh air and you're very unique and different to a lot of people they've met. There could be a lot of earth sign energy in this pile, especially Virgo or Taurus. But I'm also picking up on some fire energy like Leo or Aries, but mostly earth sign energy. People speak about how you see things in such a wise perspective. Maybe they share the things you said to them and how it was so mind blowing and how it got them to see things differently. So I feel like people often praise that behind your back after seeing you. Like, oh my gosh, pile number 3 said this to me, and like, I didn't see it this way before, but now it makes sense. And they're kind of just sharing what you said to others and like spreading that word. I see something about that. I also see people say that you're somebody with big dreams and goals, and you don't just have those big dreams and goals, but you're also smart with the way you go about it. Um, so something about that's coming through. Also, people speak about your self-confidence, how you're so appealing to them in some way, like they want to be around you because of the strong-minded energy you have. Like everything about you just makes you appealing, where they want to be around you. They feel like they have something to learn from you. Even people that are older than you feel like they have something to learn from you. So this is what I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.